everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Royal Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, we had a litter of royal kittens. 3 kittens that joined the clan in the grotto. And they were all very, very cute. We had 2 boys and a girl, I think. Quite a mixed variation between our King Canary Star, who has a rosette pelt, I think is a dark ginger and white cat, and then his consort, who is a tawny, buttercup fin. So it was a nice mix between the 2 of them, even with their eye colors. I think the 2 boys got their mother's eye color of sunlit ice, and the one girl got her father's cobalt eyes. So I'm actually excited to see them open up their eyes in this moon. And get a better look at their coats, because that's going to get a bit more defined now that they are no longer going to be newborns. So okay, without further ado, let us go straight to the leader's den and roll the dice to see how King Canary Star is going to handle the next gathering. Okay, so we got a 8 on the D10, so that's Storm Clan, and we got a 7 on the D8, which is Befriend. So he's probably still feeling quite generous from the birth of his kittens, which is why he's being so nice to all these independent cat groups. Okay, let's go ahead, guys, and skip a moon. With the additional focus of the clan, 4 pieces of prey and 2 herbs were gathered. During the gathering, King Canary Star, remarks that Storm Clan's apprentices seem to be growing into fine young cats. Storm Clan relations have improved, Buttercup Finn's sprain has healed, and Bear Kit was trying to fluff up his nest when he saw a thorn inside of his bedding. Another prank, but it could not fool him, and Bear Kit is our fearless little kitten, the youngest of the litter. I want to take a look at them. What do they look like? Oh, they're so precious. Oh my goodness. So Shining Kit. Oh, he is still unruly, interested in clan history. Guys, I don't know if you're seeing this, but to me, Shining Kit's rump looks a bit like a tree stump, doesn't it? Like the rings of a tree. It looks so cute. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. This looks so adorable. And then we have his sister, Flare Kit, who is also still unruly, but an avid play fighter. So he's more unruly with getting information out of you because he wants to know about clan history. And she's more unruly with messing around and actually playing because she wants to get his skills up. But she looks very pretty. She looks like a creature you'd find in the deep ocean, no? With the blue eyes and that black kind of pelt, bit of the gray speckling, and then the white at the bottom. Oh, she looks unique. I like her. So Flare Kit. And then we have Bear Kit. We have our fearless little Bear Kit, who's also quite adorable. Still fearless, loves splashing in puddles, fearlessly diving into puddles and such. But he is super cute as well. He reminds me quite a bit of Buttercup Dusk, if you guys remember that from, like that cat from Luminous Clan, except, you know, he's got different eyes from Buttercup Dusk. I think Buttercup Dusk had yellow eyes. I could be mistaken, but I mean, it's close enough. But yeah, he reminds me of that. Very cute though, very cute Bear Kit. But his siblings are so unique. I feel like, I mean, I don't know, but I think my favorite out of the litter might be Shining Kit. Like, yes, guys, I might actually... Who is your favorite, actually? Let me know. If you guys have a favorite from among the 3 kittens, let me know. But I'm thinking Shining Kit might be my favorite out of the 3, even though they all look so, so cute. Okay, so there is that. Let's go check out the Medicine Cat Den, or I should say the Royal Physician's Den. Buttercup Fin was given Dandelion as treatment for sprain, and then her sprain healed. Buttercup Fin was given Oak Leaves as treatment for recovering from birth. Crowpelt gathered Catmint this moon, and with the additional focus of the clan, following herbs were gathered, 1 blackberry and 1 raspberry. Okay, that's what we have. Let's go ahead and check out our relationships. Ferntail, the king's newest right hand, and Buttercup Fin, his consort, are chatting about what they're doing today. Ferntail appreciates Bear Kit's helpful attitude. So it's nice that the king's right hand is getting along well with his youngest son. Crowpelt, this is our royal physician, feels like Watergale lied about something trivial. You know what? the other piece of drama we had in the last episode, there was a lot of love drama going on, and then we made a match that complicated things even further. But I wonder if Cropelt, who went on that walk with Watergill in the last episode and started having feelings for him, maybe during the walk talked to Watergill about how lonely Watergill's feeling. And after being matched up with Scorchmoss, maybe Cropelt feels as though Watergill lied about, you know, how lonely he is and how he doesn't really have anyone that he connects with. But as far as Cropelt is concerned, it looks like Watergill has a bit too many cats he's connected with. He's connected with Ferntail, he's connected with Cropelt, and now he's connected with Scorchmoss too. Drama. Okay, whenever Bearkit's name is mentioned, Cropelt relaxes. Look at that! So it seems as though Bearkit is making a good impression. This fearless young kitten is making a good impression on all of the members of his father's court. Flarekit bumped into Scorchmoss and didn't even apologize. Okay, Scorchmoss gets some good advice from Bearkit about something trivial. Look at that, again, Bearkit, he is getting along well with all the other cats, within and like outside the court, whereas his sister, not so much. Icicle Paw turned to Bearkit in a time of need, only for Bearkit to abandon him. Oh my goodness, so Bearkit's nice to all of the older cats, except for maybe his father's apprentice. His father's apprentice he doesn't have time for. Icicle Paw, Bearkit, and Watergill took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Bearkit brought Flailstorm some dry bedding. Flailstorm appreciates Bearkit telling him that he had a feather stuck to his face. King Canary Star argues with his royal physician Cropelt in front of other cats and reveals something embarrassing. Guys, what if King Canary Star, for whatever reason, argued with Cropelt, and then he revealed to the other cats that Cropelt is taking his duty as royal physician a little bit too seriously, and he's developed one-sided feelings for Watergill. And that's not something Cropelt was willing to share with others. It was like a one-sided thing, but he was keeping it within himself. And King Canary Star kind of just, you know, in a fit of anger and attitude, he revealed that Cropelt has one-sided feelings for Watergill, and that kind of made things awkward and complicated. No! King Canary Star saw Flailstorm being considerate. King Canary Star gives up on trying to reassure Watergill. Watergill asks Ferntail to look at a little cut on his leg. Okay, I imagine after Canary Star, like, he's already caused issues with everyone's love lives by pairing up Scorchmoss and Watergill. But after he revealed that Cropelt also has feelings for Watergill, maybe Watergill feels like that's going to complicate matters when it comes to Ferntail. But then Canary Star was trying to reassure Watergill, like, oh, don't worry about it. This is just, like, this has nothing to do with romance. Breeding is for bloodlines. I'm sure Ferntail won't misunderstand. But Watergill still wasn't assured, so he made an excuse to get Ferntail to look at a little cut on his leg so that he could try and, like, reassure Ferntail that, you know, he still has feelings for Ferntail. Everyone else, they're just distractions. Smokewater doesn't think that Buttercup Finn's smile is genuine. Buttercup Finn and Cropelt chat about clan news. I wonder why Smokewater doesn't think the Buttercup Finn smile is genuine. Huh. And then the king's consort and his royal physician are chatting about clan news. Probably all of the stuff, the drama that's happened over here. Shining Kid sees Smokewater help a clanmate get unstuck from some brambles. Buttercup Finn helps Flare Kid get a thorn out of her paw, so some mother-daughter bonding over here. And Bear Kid appreciates Shining Kid's helpful attitude, so the brothers are getting along within the litter, which is nice to see. But okay, that's all we have for events. Let me cut the recording here and we'll continue in the cat list. Okay, let us continue with the cat list. First up, we have loyalties, where nothing has changed. So only Buttercup Finn, the king's consort, along with his 3 children, are loyal to him and think that he is the best king ever. The other cats in the clan, not so much. They wouldn't declare their loyalties to this king, even though they live under him. So there we go. They like this way of life, or I suppose they accept this way of life. It is a privileged life for them. And they maybe know that since this is literally the founding of Royal Clan, they can't really, have a civil war and break apart just yet. So they're all under the banner of King Canary Star, whether or not they actually think he's a suitable ruler. So there we go. Now, we can't do a mediation because our matchmaker is still recovering from her birth. So I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and see what everyone is doing for the day. Yeah. I think it might be interesting, actually, if we just quickly zoom through relationships to see if anything's changed. So I'm just gonna quickly scan through to see if there's anything new happening over here. Okay, in terms of Ferntail, it seems like Ferntail still has, nothing's changed much between her, Watergill and Smokewater, but it seems like she has, a smidge more still for Watergill. So she still, he still prefers Watergill. I keep turning Ferntail into a female, but he's a male. But yeah, he still prefers Watergill. I guess that little bit of reassurance while he was looking at the cut on Watergill's leg was enough to kind of keep his interest there. Okay, in terms of Crowpelt still has the one-sided feelings for Watergill. Let's see, Buttercup Fin, she is in love with and loyal to the king. Scorchmoss. Okay, Scorchmoss was the one who had feelings for Flailstorm. Right now, it seems as though her interest has been leaning more towards Watergill ever since she was matched with him and paired up with him. Maybe because the king chose Watergill for her, so she's thinking, maybe there is something in Watergill that I've missed out on. So he definitely has her favor right now. Flailstorm, he still is not interested in anyone. Icicle Paul's too young for all of this business. Now Watergill, I think maybe is going through the same thing. He is giving a bit more, he's leaning more towards Scorchmoss right now because, again, the king has selected Scorchmoss for him, so maybe he's viewing her as a really good partner and mate to have a litter with. But obviously, from what we've seen in events, he's still concerned enough about Ferntail to keep Ferntail engaged. So we'll have to see how that goes. But, whenever there is a match, they do get the two romantic bars of like. So I kind of see that as them, showing interest in their partner and considering their partner. So that's like them seriously considering their partner as someone to have a litter with. But whether or not it moves forward from here, that's going to show whether they decided that they're happy with this match, that they're happy with this match, or they decided that this match is not for them. So okay, it seems as though Scorchmoss and Watergill, so far, they are quite interested in one another. Or they're intrigued, I should say. That's the better way to say it. They're intrigued by one another. Smokewater, meanwhile, yep, his dedication to Ferntail is continuing as it was. His grumpy dedication, and obviously nothing too complicated for the little kittens here. So that's all we have for the relationships there. But let's go ahead and see what everyone's doing for the day. King Canary Star wants to go on patrol with Icicle Paw. Look at that. Even I think in the last episode, he was saying that he wants his next apprentice to be like Icicle Paw. So Icicle Paw is doing a really good job over here at making an impression on the king. Ferntail is proud to know his clanmates can rely on him, which is really good. Crowpelt is playing a prank on Icicle Paw. Okay. Buttercup Fin leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Scorchmoss is drinking water from a nearby stream. Flailstorm had a nice chat with Alona outside clan territory. Icicle Paw wishes King Canary Star would let it relax for a day. Oh, that's so funny. But to be fair, it kind of makes sense that in a relationship, if something is too easy, way too easy and way too fun for one person, then it means that the other person is having to give up more or strain themselves more to provide that much, ease and entertainment, or ease and fun and relaxation. So it looks as though even though King Canary Star loves having Icicle Paw as an apprentice, and everything's like so perfect, he has nothing to worry about. For Icicle Paw, it's like he's constantly running to make sure that his mentor and his mentor's consort and everyone is like satisfied with him, and he just wants to relax. He wants a break. Like, he doesn't want to go out on patrol and do even more things. Icicle Paw, but he's responsible, so despite how he feels, I imagine he would keep doing it. Watergale had a nice chat with a cat from another clan at the border. Smokewater is complaining to anyone who will listen. Look, Smokewater, I'm sorry you feel this way, okay? He probably can't understand. Like, he feels as though clearly he's more dedicated to Flailstorm. What am I saying? He's more dedicated to Ferntail. Their names are meshing together. But yeah, he's more dedicated to Ferntail than Watergale is. So he can't understand why Ferntail prefers Watergale over him. Like, there's such a big difference between the way they treat Ferntail, and yet Ferntail prefers Watergale? Like, what? I think Smokewater would be complaining, and he would have a very hard time understanding that. Shining Kit had a pointless, petty argument with his younger brother Bear Kit. Flare Kit is heading to the dirt place, and Bear Kit is picking burrs from his pelt. That's so cute. His brother's having a pointless argument with him, and he's not even listening. He's like busy trying to groom himself. Oh, you cutie pie. Okay, so that's all we have for the cat list. Let me cut the recording here, and then we'll continue with patrols. Okay, let's resume with patrols. We currently have 89.5 prey, and we need 21.5, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's send out Crowpelt, first of all, to make his rounds of the forest outside the grotto. As he heads out to gather cobwebs, Crowpelt thinks about the dream he had last night. Was it sent by StarClan? Proceed. It definitely distracts him from the hunt for cobwebs, but Crowpelt uses the time by himself to put his thoughts in order. The sign from his ancestors will need acting upon, and he returns to camp to assemble the leader and deputy. So whatever sign he got from StarClan, I'm gonna assume it has something to do with the very next patrol. Like, whatever this is gonna influence the very next patrol, because he's gone out, sorted the sign in his mind, gone back to camp, and has reported to the king and to the king's right hand. And I'm assuming they will take that information and apply it to whatever patrol they have next. So we are sending out Icicle Paw, Flailstorm, Scorchmoss, Ferntail, and King Canary Star. And let's see what they come across. While on patrol, Icicle Paw notices some suspicious paw prints in the mud beneath the canopy. So I imagine that's what the vision from StarClan was, or the sign from StarClan was, the dreams. It was someone suspicious kind of in their forest. Or maybe it has something to do with Icicle Paw's training, who knows. Proceed. The paw prints lead to a trespassing rogue. Ferntail climbs into the trees with his clanmates to set a trap, rigging a branch to fall on the rogue's head, and it works, sending the startled intruder yowling as they flee Royal Clan territory. Okay, so the dream was definitely a rogue that trespassed into their lands, and then a royal physician went ahead and told that to the king and right hand, and they managed to put a patrol together to hunt down this rogue and chase him away from, or whoever they were, chase them away from Royal Clan territory. Okay, look at that. What a successful day out. Good on you guys. But it seems as though that is all we have for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.